Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pritam here and you're with the Bong Biker right now. So in today's video we are going to find out points for which you should avoid the Royal Enfield Himalayan BS6. So the very first disadvantage which I felt personally, that is the weight. सी काफ़ी लोगों के लिए वेट शायद उतना मैटर नहीं करता होगा, लेकिन ये हम जैसे लोग जिनके पास उतना अच्छा बॉडी नहीं है, उतना अच्छा फिजिक नहीं है, उनको थोड़ा दिक्कत देगा ये 199 केजी का जो कर्व वेट है वो. अगर आप टूरिंग करते हैं 80-90 के ऊपर में तब आपको दिक्कत नहीं होगा, कुछ भी मालूम नहीं होगा. लेकिन जब आप ऑफ रोडिंग सेक्शन में आते हैं या जब आप सिटी ट्रैफिक के अंदर गाड़ी चलाते हैं, मतलब आपका गाड़ी का स्पीड जो है 30 या 25 इसके आसपास रहता है, देन यू विल डेफिनेटली फील द मैसिव वेट ऑफ 199 kgs. सो आई थिंक Royal Enfield should send this bike on a proper diet now. Now the second negative point is the power. Being a 411cc engine, this bike generates 24.31 PS power at 6500 rpm, and also it redlines at 6500 rpm. So I think the power is a bit bad. The low end torque is there, that is excellent. The mid range is also good, but at the top end this bike feels a very lacking one. So if you are a rider who wants to travel beyond 110 या फिर 120 on the open roads, then this bike will definitely disappoint you. Okay, coming to the next disadvantage point. See, this is 2021 and now the lighting section should be improved by Royal Enfield. If you see here, still it has the halogen setup, that is the halogen headlight and the halogen indicator as well. Only the tail light is the LED, but I think nowadays Himalayan should get a LED unit, a proper LED unit, because see, the halogen headlight is good, the spread is good, but the intensity is not very much proper. So if you want to tour in the night, then you obviously have a auxiliary light in your bike. Okay, now coming to the next disadvantage of Royal Enfield Himalayan, that is the tire. See, the tire is good. The tire has the capability to go to the off-road very well. Even ऑन रोड में भी इसका परफॉर्मेंस ठीक ठाक है, उतना अच्छा नहीं है लेकिन ठीक ठाक है. ये ऑन एंड ऑफ रोड टायर के हिसाब से काफ़ी अच्छा है. बट माई कंप्लेन इज दैट देयर मस्ट बी अ ट्यूबलेस टायर इन रॉयल एनफील्ड एटलीस्ट नाउ. सी, ट्यूब टायर वैसे तो अच्छा है, मतलब कैपेबिलिटी के हिसाब से, ग्रिप के हिसाब से प्रॉब्लम नहीं भी आए, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम जो है कि अगर आपका गाड़ी पंचर होता है. सी, अगर आप कहीं पे टूरिंग पे जा रहे हो, स्पेशली अगर आप ऑफ रोड पे जा रहे हो, तो देयर आर पॉसिबिलिटीज़ कि आपके बाइक जो है वो पंचर होगा. ट्यूबलेस टायर में क्या होता है, यू कैन फिक्स द ट्यूब पंक्चर in some minutes, but in case of a tube tire it is a bit hectic process. So I think Royal Enfield should give us at least the option of tubeless tire, because so that जिनको पसंद होगा ट्यूबलेस टायर, जिनको लेना होगा वो एक्स्ट्रा पे करके हो तो एक्स्ट्रा पे करके ले सके कम से कम. अभी तो ऑप्शन भी नहीं मिलता है ट्यूबलेस टायर का, तो आई थिंक दैट्स अ वेरी बैड थिंग फॉर दिस बाइक. Okay, now coming to the next point of the cons of the Himalayan BS6. See, many people say that the Himalayan BS6 doesn't have the vibes and the problem of vibration is gone. I agree to them partially, because जितना vibration BS3 या BS4 में था उतना तो नहीं है फिलहाल, लेकिन you feel the vibes, you still feel the vibes post 110, that is 110 kmph speed. After that speed, this vibration is completely failed on the foot pegs and slightly failed on the handlebars, and this wind visor start vibrating a lot after 110 kmph. So that's a speed where the bike start vibrations, you feel the vibrations after that speed. And beyond 120 I would not recommend anyone to ride this bike, because उसके बाद ये बाइक उतना कंफर्टेबल भी नहीं रहता है. ये बाइक थोड़ा वबली हो जाता है वहाँ पे, पता नहीं क्यों, लेकिन beyond 120 I would not recommend to ride this bike at all. So being a 411cc bike, this speed I think a bit low. As I said earlier, that's the top end is not that good. Also the vibrations can be reduced a lot. Okay, coming to the next lagging section is that the cooling unit. See, still in 2021 in the BS6 variant also the bike gets a oil cooler in general, so there is no option of liquid cooling still now. And if you ride on the city traffic for a bit long time, like 30 minutes and more, then you will definitely feel the heat in your knees and thighs. So in the cooling section the bike lags a bit. Okay, the next con of this bike is the brakes. See, if you get dual channel ABS and that is switchable, that's very good thing, everything is perfect, but the bite, the initial punch of the brake is not that confident or inspiring at all. The brake section can be improved a much more. That, I think that's one of the biggest con in this bike. Okay, coming to the next con, I don't think it's a con, but it's a subjective thing. That's the look of the console. It's totally subjective. I would rather say, if you like this one, this is not a con for you. If you don't like this one, then obviously it's a con for you. Say, मुझे जो लगता है कि अब एटलीस्ट अब यहाँ पे एक डिजिटल यूनिट होना ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि एनालॉग मीटर जो है वो सही से काम नहीं करता है. फ्यूल मीटर जो है ये सबसे ज़्यादा दिक्कत देता है. कभी आपका फुल फ्यूल होगा तो आपको हाफ दिखाएगा, कभी हाफ होगा तो फ्यूल फुल दिखाएगा. ऐसा प्रॉब्लम होता रहता है. इवन इन द 2021 मॉडल यू गेट अ ट्रिपल नेविगेटिंग सिस्टम ओवर हियर विच इज़ अटैच्ड with in the side of this console, which looks a bit ugly and looks like it is installed in a rush at the last moment. So that's what I felt, that it can be a bit better, but again I would say that the look of the console is completely subjective. If you liked it, then it is not a con for you. If you don't like it, then obviously it's a con for you. Coming to the next disadvantage of this bike, that is no mechanical upgrade as done from BS4 to BS6. See, the bike nowadays, the bike you get the bike at least of 10,000 of hike, 10,000 rupees of hike, means इस बाइक का जो दाम था उससे 10,000 रुपये बढ़ चुका है इस बाइक का ऑन रोड प्राइस अभी, जो कि 2.45 लाख के आसपास है, एंड चेंजेस अलॉन्ग विद द कलर ऑप्शन. सो दैट्स अ वेरी बैड थिंग in my opinion, because from BS4 you are upgrading to BS6 and you are getting a bike after giving 10,000 rupees extra, but still there is no as such mechanical changes over there in the BS6 model. So I think that's a big disadvantage for this bike. Okay, now coming to the last point of this bike, last disadvantage, last but not the least, that is the reliability issue with the RE. See, Royal Enfield जब से बाइक रिलीज़ किया है, हर बाइक को डे बाई डे इन्होंने इम्प्रूव किया है. आई एग्री विद दैट, बट स्टिल देयर इज़ अ लॉट मोर थिंग टू डू विद द बाइक्स. एंड रॉयल इनफील्ड के बाइक्स के साथ हमेशा एक प्रॉब्लम रहता है कि इट कैन स्टॉप वर्किंग एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, इवन इफ़ योर बाइक हैज़ नो प्रॉब्लम एट द स्टार्टिंग, बट उसके बाद भी कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है. ये एक रिलायबिलिटी इशू रहा है रॉयल इनफील्ड के साथ. सो ये प्रॉब्लम एक ऐसा है जिसको रॉयल इनफील्ड की कंपनी की तरफ से ही सॉल्व किया जा सकता है. तो अब ये उनके ऊपर है वो कितनी जल्दी सॉल्व करते हैं. ये पर्टिकुलरली इस बाइक का डिसएडवांटेज नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ रॉयल इनफील्ड का ये एक प्रॉब्लम रह चुका है. नाउ कमिंग टू the biggest question, that whether you should be buying it or not. See, if you are looking for a bike which can go to the off-roads and can tour all day long, and you have a budget around 2.5 to 3 lakhs, and you are confused in between Xpulse 200, Himalayan and KTM Adventure 250, then I should say you should go for this one. But if you have a higher budget, then you should go for BMW GS 310 or KTM 390 Adventure. Now it's up to you what kind of ride you prefer and what is your budget. So I hope the cons are completely understandable to you guys. So if you have anything more to say me or suggest me, you can comment it down below. And also, if you like to see my videos in upcoming days, so then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please, if you like the video, then hit the like button as well. So this is me. That's it for today's video. This is me, the Bong Biker Pritam, signing off. Bye bye.